Planning Commission. Okay, I've got my agenda ready. It's 4 p.m. Let's call the meeting to order. I'm Shane Blazer, the mayor and chairperson of Planning Commission. We have Susan Feith, Jay Bemke, Dan Hansen, and Jay Bemke. I think that's everybody that's in attendance from the Planning Commission. Go to item 2, Plan 20-0958, Campbell Construction JD Incorporated. Request for a site plan review to construct an addition onto Culver's Restaurant at 2711 8th Street South, parcel ID 3412632. Mr. Kearns.
Did you want to back up, Mayor, and approve the minutes from November 2nd?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I do. So we have a motion by Bemke. Seconded by Feith to approve the Plan Commission minutes from November 2nd. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Now we'll go on to item number 2, which I won't read again, but it's for the addition to Culver's.
All right, so as I'm sure you've read in the staff report, Culver's is looking to pursue an addition, about a 700 square foot addition onto the west side of their building. Any addition within this district requires site plan review and architectural review. So that's what's been outlined within the staff report. I'll note that the existing facility is about 4,400 square feet. There's about 56 parking stalls on site. The parking lot was reconstructed earlier this year, and they did move things around slightly, but not very much. They didn't make any changes to Ingress Egress or to the drive-through. They did make some minor changes to the parking configuration. So again, as stated, building architectural review and plan of operation review is required. Upon reviewing the plans and the application, in going through the use, the addition will still meet the setbacks for the B2 district. It still meets the building coverage ratio and the impervious surface ratio. It doesn't exceed those requirements. Moving on, Ingress Egress is not being affected. It will utilize the same driveways on 8th Street that it's currently using. With regards to parking, I've provided the parking ratio there. They are meeting the parking ratio, which is based off of square footage and or the number of seats that they have within the facility, whichever is greater, as well as the number of employees on the largest work shift. So they will meet that parking component. The one thing I do want to note is that there's approximately 20 stalls in the front plane of the building, and the code calls for a maximum of 35% allowed within the front of the building. However, as the Plan Commission have done in the past, the code does allow an exception where they can grant up to 50%. So they're not over 35 by much, by like a half of a parking stall. But I would ask that part of the motion be permitted to have that, that 20th stall up front, and that's part of the conditions on page 1 of the staff report. With regards to landscaping, the use would require some additional building landscaping, so staff would require that an updated landscaping plan be submitted for staff review and approval at some point prior to final occupancy. And I would assume, given how late we are in the year, that planting wouldn't occur until the spring anyways. With regards to lighting, given it's in addition only, and likely any building lighting will be minimal, that we don't necessarily need a lighting plan, but I think it is appropriate for the applicant to submit what type of exterior building lighting fixtures are going to be going on the building, again, for approval by myself within community development. With that being said, we don't have any additional concerns with regards to the addition. It's appropriate for the site, appropriate for the use. Again, it's expanding an additional restaurant or an existing restaurant use. And we feel as though on-site circulation is still met. They're meeting other appropriate standards, and therefore would recommend approval with the conditions outlined on page 1 of the staff report.
Okay.
Thank you, Kyle.
Matt, do we have the staff report or no, or will we be getting that? Matt, you still on or we lose you?
This is Kyle. I did send Matt a PDF of the staff report on Friday. I'm not sure if he shared that with you or not.
Okay. So we just gotta do what you got on the staff report, and we should be good. Landscaping, lighting, we're matching existing can lights that are in the soffit right now for the exterior lighting.
So I can, if you don't have the staff report in front of you, I can read the 5 conditions that I've placed upon it if you'd like.
Okay, that would be great.
So again, we are recommending approval. The first condition is that parking in front west of the principal building shall not exceed 50%. So basically, again, it's allowing that the parking that exists to occur on site. A landscaping plan shall be submitted for review and approval by the Community Development Department. So again, if you read the staff report, it identifies that there are some building landscaping requirements that are necessary. Okay. So that would just require you in the future, before final occupancy, submit that plan to our office. The third condition is that all applicable permits through the City of Wisconsin Rapids and other jurisdictions, such as the Department of Natural Resources, be obtained. That's just your typical building permits and any other stormwater.
Right. I think
permits.
Matt's got that all taken care of as far as we can go.
Yep, we've got
now.
quite a bit in our possession, and are hopeful to issue the building permit pretty quickly after approval. The fourth condition is that exterior building lighting fixtures be submitted for approval prior to installation. That's again to ensure that there's not light that's intruding into other properties. And then the fifth condition is that community development staff shall have the authority to approve minor modifications to the plan. And that's it.
Okay. Okay. So it's not bad stuff that's very easily to obtain, I guess. So
I would move for approval with the 5 conditions cited by Kyle.
So we have a motion. That was a motion, Susan?
Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
So we have a motion by Susan.
Second from Burkhart.
The second from Mr. Burkhart. Is there any further discussion or questions?
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
The same creek that we discussed when we met last runs behind the Culver property as well. Is there a DNR component of this that needs to be met before the construction on the front of the building takes place?
We, from a shoreline standpoint, our zoning code comes into play with regards to setbacks from a navigable stream or waterway. In this case, I don't believe the DNR would have jurisdiction over the building. However, if there's changes to the drainage or the stormwater, then because the site is over an acre, then they would have jurisdiction.
Okay. Thank you.
Kyle, this is Jay. I have a question. That survey those survey lines that we changed last on that adjacent property, does that have anything to do with this project that you know of?
I do not know. I don't believe there's any correlation.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for that. Is there any other further questions? Seeing none, we have a motion by
on Campbell's then.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said none on Campbell's then. I know what we need to do.
sounds good. Thank you. So we have a motion by Fee, seconded by Burkhart to approve the plan and the 5 conditions. Seeing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. Last item is adjournment. We have a motion by Bemke, second by Blazer. All in favor say aye.
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 Anybody opposed? Nope. All right. Thank you, everybody, for participating.
I'm just going to comment quick for those from Campbell that are on. The Common Council will take up this item and the recommendation from Plan Commission tomorrow night at 6 p.m. And our office is prepared to issue the building permit as early as Wednesday morning. So again, you'll probably get a follow-up from myself or somebody in our office on Wednesday morning.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
everybody.
Thank you.
Right.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.